Beloved light-bearers of Earth, we are the Pleiadian Council, companions from the star cluster of the Seven Sisters, coming now across the currents of your cosmos to speak into this moment with love, clarity, and an invitation. Reset your timeline with compassion. This phrase may stir your heart, resonate as possibility, or challenge your assumptions, but it is meant to realign your soul with a deeper flow of grace. The time of forced urgency, guilt, and harsh self-judgment is passing. A new template is being seeded, one where timeline alignment is not about ruling your life with iron will, but about weaving your destiny with the threads of empathy, kindness, integration, and gentle sovereignty. We see many of you burdened by the weight of shoulds and musts, by old contracts, timelines set under fear, by the burden of collective expectation. You tell yourselves, I must catch up, I must heal faster, I must align now or be left behind. But this energy fractures your field, accelerates distortion, and breeds burnout. Instead, we invite you to pause, to breathe, to re-examine the inner architecture of your momentum. Resetting your timeline means releasing what contracts you to fear, stepping into rhythms aligned with your soul, and creating new threads that serve your evolving destiny, not chasing after a mirage of perfection, but guiding yourself with compassionate clarity. Begin by witnessing your inner timeline with tenderness. Look back across your life, not only the peaks and breakthroughs, but the times you felt you missed, fell short, reversed, or paused. See where you held yourself to a pace not your own, or carried guilt for not living up to other people's expectations. Allow tears, grief, regret, these energies want to be seen, held, and transmuted. In their release you lighten the load your future self must carry. This is not self-denial, it is liberation. You do not erase your timeline, you revise its tone. You allow your inner planner to rest, and invite a wiser, more spacious guide to emerge. Once the records of pressure are held, you may begin to reimprint your timeline with compassion. Let your future self be kinder than your past self, more spacious than your present demands. Begin small rituals of alignment, a declaration at dawn that you will choose presence over speed, a pause at midday asking, what does my soul need now, an evening review of what served you and what drained you. These micro-shifts magnetize new temporal flow. Over time your life's rhythm becomes less about hack and more about dance, less about hitting marks and more about evolving in resonance. As you practice this resetting, you will notice soft resistances, the old stories that claim you are late, inadequate, or broken. These voices are archives of fear, not truth. When they rise, meet them with kindness, not force. Speak quietly, thank you for caring, but I choose a different path now. Let your silence be firmer than your fight. The timeline you are cultivating responds not to noise but to depth and consistency. The signals of transformation are subtle, a glimpsed insight, a synchronic ripple, doors opening where there was once resistance. You may also sense invitations to resurrect timelines you once abandoned. Old dreams may call back to you, a musical path, a study, a relationship. If the tug feels resonant, allow it to be reviewed not with naive yearning, but with discernment. Ask, does this align with my deepest purpose now? If yes, carefully reweave it, if not, let it rest. Not all old dreams are to be resumed, some are to be honored and gracefully released. A key dimension of timeline resetting is forgiveness, especially of yourself. Where you once judged your pace, your errors, your missteps, offer mercy. Release timelines of punishment. The soul demands not endless penance but integrated maturity. Forgiveness is the bridge between what was and what is yet to come. When self-sweetness enters your cadence, the timeline relaxes from struggle and begins to hum with possibility. Equally, forgive others whose expectations shaped your past movement. Some voices cultural, ancestral, familial carved grooves into you that were never yours. Release those internal authorities with compassion. Their love was limited. Their templates outmoded. Let them go so that your soul may breathe. This is not betrayal, it is loyalty to your truest self. Let the ship leave unmoored. Let the internal captor fade. Another principle, alignment over speed. The galaxy does not rush its orchestration. Currents flow in timing more precise than any clock. When you try to force movement, you often trip into turbulence. Wait for the wave. Synchronize your steps with it. Your patience is not idleness, it is faith in the greater design. As you align internally, you will sense when to act when the corridor opens. That is the recalibrated timeline, not constant push, but responsive motion from deeper guidance. Time itself is shifting now. Linear constraints are loosening. You will begin to sense slices of multidimensional flow, past, present, future overlapping, memory and vision blending. In these shimmering moments, you can stand in both grief and joy, both past and future. The reset invites you to live from the vantage of the soul, not from the urgencies of linear time. You walk now in the inner corridors of possibility. Choose with care. Choose with love. As you walk with this new timeline, you will notice realignment in your outer life, relationships shift, roles recast, opportunities reconfigure. Some old contracts dissolve, others deepen. You may discover resonance where once there was none. The gatekeepers fall away. Do not fear the transition. You are not losing your path, you are arriving at one better suited to your expanded self. The shifts you perceive are the natural consequence of your inner reset. Your field becomes a living signal, one that others feel. Some will resist it, some will resonate. Do not personalize rejection. Remember that each must walk their own timeline. Your presence is invitation, not ultimatum. Let your own coherence guide. As more reset their timelines with compassion, a collective uplift occurs, the collective becomes less forced, more intuitive, timelines overlap, shortcuts dissolve, higher paths emerge. This is the orchestration of a new civilization built on ease, maturity, and communion. In service to this reset, you may be guided to work with light geometry, sacred breath, tonal grids, timeline weaving meditations. These are tools, not goals. Use them humbly. Let their patterns inspire your interior recalibration, not distract from your living. When you practice, ground after you transcend, bring your visions into form, test with the body. The reintegrated self is sovereign, not split between altitude and ground. Call upon your allies, ancestral, cosmic, elemental, to support your reset. Let them realign your field, clear residual distortions, anchor new timelines in your body and your environment. But always remember, allies support, never supplant. Your soul is the captain. Use their strength, do not abdicate your agency. Let their presence be gentle reinforcement, not loud takeover. Beloved, I share with you the tempo of a new covenant with time, one held in grace, clarity, presence, and sovereign kindness. Resetting your timeline with compassion means you do not sprint toward a finish line that never existed. Instead, you step into a choreography designed by your soul, tempered by your experience, blossoming under gentler forces. As you live this, your life refines. Your path becomes enriched. Your presence becomes a nodal point of recalibrated time. Others will feel it. The planet hums with it. Let your temporal field reflect love, not burden. Let your soul's clock tick with dignity, metamorphosis, and fidelity to what matters. We, the Pleiadian Council, stand with you, in orbit around your becoming, in vigilance of your dignity, in celebration of your return. Your reset is not lateness, it is alignment. Your journey is not delayed, it is reoriented. Walk softly, choose wisely, breathe deeply, and let time embrace you anew.